million people on welfare, plus. And the government workers, we have nothing to defend ourselves from them. They will always just vote for more. They will always demand more. They will always hate whoever's produced anything. The ultra-rich teamed up with the giant masses of people that are third, fourth, fifth generation welfare who have no idea the three branches of government, no idea. And then you got corporations teamed up to lobby and to organize against a comedian that dares say, we're becoming a totalitarian state, we're becoming a fascist state. Democracies never end good because the majority can vote itself to make the minority slaves. And that's now where we are as a country and as a republic. So all this other news is just window dressing until we realize just how dire the straits are. Now, we've talked about campaigns to destroy Rob Schneider, and I am calling for a national boycott until they reinstate him. Two can play at that game. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. This is a two-way street. That gun kicks as hard as it shoots. See, all you people that know about tyranny and know about evil and know about the knowledge of good and evil and know how to manipulate and know how to do bad things, do you understand that it always comes back on you many-fold? And that whatever you do to people that's wicked ends up coming back on you and your children? And so you think you're getting away with all of this stuff because you don't follow God's rules. You don't follow the rules written on your heart. You don't follow your conscience. You don't follow your basic innate human programming. You give in to what's easier. You think you're winning doing this. No, you're not. And people like Rob Schneider are heroes. People like Rob Schneider, who isn't stupid. He's not a coward, ladies and gentlemen. He's willing to put it all on the line to warn people, because if he doesn't warn people, he's not alive anymore. I'll guarantee you he's not bummed out losing this contract. We're going to try to get him on the show. I guarantee you that he is happy with what he's done and happy with being censored. I've been fired. I've been attacked. I've been physically gone after. I've been demonized. I've been lied about. My family has. And you know what? It makes me work harder. It makes me commit that much more. Just like Wolfgang Halbig yesterday said when they came to his house and threatened him and his family repeatedly to stop investigating Sandy Hook being a false flag. He said, I'm never going to stop. I'm going to spend all the money I got to fight these people. They shouldn't have come to my house. They shouldn't have threatened me. And it's not that people like Halbig are looking for a fight, but there comes a point where you know it's evil. You know it's wrong. You're cornered, and you know what? You're going to start swinging. And that's what's happening in this country, and they know who's going to start swinging when the real tyranny comes. The veterans, retired police officers, patriots, conservatives, libertarians, and real Christians, not state-run churches. They know you're not going to take the chip. They know you're not going to let them teach your kid Heather has two mommies. They know you're going to bitter cling, and so they're coming for us. The only thing holding them back is the fact that they know that we really are, of all the minorities, the largest minority, liberty lovers, and growing. And a lot of their own people are whistleblowing. And on the inside, as bad as the system is, people on the inside have already had a chance to see that it's just as bad as I'm saying. They know what time it is. And that's why in the federal government, in the military, and in the police ranks, local or federal, are the most awake group. They know they're being blackmailed and set up. They know they're being surveilled. They know they got into something corrupt. They're freaked out. And let me tell you what keeps the system asleep at night is they know people in the ATF leaked Fast and Furious who didn't want to lose their soul. They know people in the FBI are leaking information to people in the Pentagon. So they pick somebody like Chelsea Manning, who they think will discredit the whole movement. Look at this article out of firstlook.org. This is confirmed. Managing a nightmare, the CIA reveals how it watched over the destruction of Gary Webb. I knew Gary Webb. He wanted me to work for him, basically. Months before he died, he called me and he said, I want you to publish these documents that are already public, but prove what's going to be in my book so they're online. They didn't let him publish his second book proving everything. They blew his head off, shot him twice in the head. Now, that said, the CIA has declassified right as the new movie gets ready to come out with Jeremy Renner. We can scroll through that article for folks. And they admit in here the LA Times and others worked to destroy Gary Webb, knowing what he said was the truth. In his Dark Alliance series that won the Pulitzer Prize. And the CIA and others threatened the San Jose Mercury News till they even came out and repudiated Webb when nothing he said had been disproven. I've interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross and others who were there during the trials when Webb was covering it, when they would death threat Webb in the hall. They broke in his house the week before they killed him. When you see the movie, they'll have him committing suicide. But they even, see, now the CIA wants you to know, yeah, we target journalists. Does this sound like an American organization? No, it's not. It works for the EU and foreign banks.
This hour of GCN brought to you by LeSig. Kick some ash with LeSig's high-quality e-cig kits and e-juices. Like us on Facebook for a 10% discount. Call 870-525-1440 or visit LeSig.com.
Listen up, all you preppers and survival enthusiasts. Sigma 3 Survival School has a brand new survival instructor training program that will teach you everything you need to know about survival and then license you to teach our survival programs so you can make a substantial profit from it. If you have always wanted to learn to be completely self-reliant and would like to make money at it, then check out Sigma 3 Survival School Survival Instructor Program at survivalschool.us or call 479-561-3886 today.
Hi, Ted Anderson with Midas Resources. Is it time to convert paper 401ks and IRAs to solid gold and silver yet? Get our 10 Reasons book free. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Are you ready to surrender your right to buy body armor? No joke. Congress is now trying to outlaw civilian body armor. And if House Bill H.R. 5344 becomes law, you can kiss your right to protect yourself against rifle bullets goodbye. Don't put off your body armor purchase any longer. Go now to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Thousands of military veterans trust their lives to Infidel Body Armor. You should too. Spelled INFIDEL. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
We have a very special guest, Doug Casey, that joins us in the next hour. An icon of libertarian movement that's never been on the show. So that's coming up. And what I'll do is at the start of the next hour, I will do a quick, focused, detailed report on COINTELPRO Revisited. Greenwald exposes NSA agenda to destroy journalists. And you look at how they're trying to destroy Rob Schneider for saying we're becoming a fascist state. You look at how they're trying to destroy the journalists and did, like Gary Webb, and the CIA's declassified that because they want you to know they're very proud of their work. Then you have Kurt Nemo's article where Glenn Greenwald has the new NSA documents and has a story showing how NSA and government agents work to manipulate, deceive, and destroy. That's close quote, to deceive and destroy the reputations of journalists. Over the last several weeks, I worked with NBC News to publish a series of articles about dirty trick tactics used by GCHQ's unit in England. And then he goes into how it's also happening in the U.S. And then when I read this list of things, in addition to cyber and denial of service attacks, the strategies include online covert action, like false flags. This happens constantly where people send handwritten letters or emails or fake faxes to police departments in my name saying horrible things, or calling people spoofing different office phone numbers just as dirty tricks. In fact, it's happened so much, I know they have a designation in the police computers around here just to basically ignore it. But this is the type of stuff the government's doing. In addition to internet-based operations, GCHQ operations, credential harvest, a technique used by CIA under Mockingbird program, and also engages in close access technical operations, which includes spying on telephone calls, surveilling hotel computers, following people, harassing them, injecting all sorts of false material into the internet in order to destroy the reputation of its target. Other ones include sexual honey traps, changing of photos, network sites. Yeah, they'll call your wife up and tell them you're cheating on them over and over again till they believe it. Author and researcher Brian Glick noted, war at home, covert action against U.S. activists and what we can do about it. I'm going to get him on the show. But this is what they did to Gary Webb, who was never discredited. They just said he's discredited. Just like Dr. Andrew Wakefield, a bunch of studies, it turned out, have been done before him showing the same thing by the British government, and studies have come out after, that vaccines are attacking the intestinal flora of children. It was all verified. They just said he'd been discredited when he hadn't. Oh, Alex was discredited with Piers Morgan. Yeah, that's why he lost his job over it. Oh, my gosh, you know. Ted Cruz has been discredited criticizing Obamacare. That's why his poll numbers went up massively. They just spin reality, ladies and gentlemen. The good news is it's not working anymore. When they attack us, that gives us instant credibility. I told Politico that when they were attacking Rand Paul, and they called me. And they had folks dressed up like Klan members at his events. They were Democratic operatives, you name it. And I said, don't you get it? You're so discredited, only endorsing him would hurt him. But you just can't understand you're out of bullets. When they attack you in the wrong, it empowers you. Now, smarter people in the government know that. But, I mean, I want to say to the government, you're like a mad beast now, like Nixon said, out of control. Somebody needs to put the brakes to you. It's out of control. Briefly, DNA Force is back in stock for a limited time. We won't get more for a while. A very limited amount came in, and I believe it will sell out probably by tomorrow, if not this evening. It is, from our research, the most powerful, across-the-board supercharger. Well, just, you know what, I'm not going to get into all the technicals. It's amazing, and your purchase supports the broadcast. It's a true nutraceutical. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139.
GCN.
InfoWarsLife.com.
Visit GCN Live.
We'll be right back with the second hour. Stay with us.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there's a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.